Hi everybody! Happy spring! We are here in this beautiful ancient forest in Sweden, enjoying this beautiful brook and the green. The snow has melted away, and we're thinking of Lalleshwari. This week we're going to explore poet Indian saint Lalleshwari and the power of her words from her practice, her deep devotional practice of yoga. So grab your stuff and I'll see you on the mat. So welcome everyone to Sunday morning yoga flow. And today I'm going to continue talking about Lalleshwari with a short and sweet poem. Lalleshwari is one of the poet saints that we've been talking about. And today will be the last day that I share her poem. She was married at the age of 12 in the 14th century. And her marriage was very unhappy, and she left home at the age of 24 to become a monk, to take sannyas, renunciation. And she became a disciple of the Shaivite philosophy of Siddha Srikanta. And she continued the mystic tradition of Shaivism in Kashmir, not focusing on dogma, but on the real experience that all is divine. That is the essence of Kashmir Shaivism, which is mostly what we talk about here in this philosophy with our yoga. So let's take a moment and close our eyes, or let your eyes be soft and gaze forward softly, bringing your awareness to your breath. Just notice your inner world, softening with each exhale. And we'll listen to Lalleshwari's words. What is bitter at first is sweet in the end. What is sweet at first can be poison in the end. So everyone is given the choice. It all depends on the effort put in and the unflagging, determined will. For whoever strives must soon arrive at the city of his choice. So opening up our hands, opening up our hearts. Let's bring our hands in front of our hearts. And we'll open together with one Om. Let's take a deep inhale. Softening the mind towards the heart, slightly bowing your head. Entering the city of the divine within your own being. What city do you want to arrive at today? Is it the city of peace, equanimity, energy, health? What is it? So set an intention for your destination, so your self-efforts and your will guide you and lift you there. So set your intention and breathe it deep inside your heart and expanding it into your whole being. Take a couple of deep breaths as you breathe your intention into your whole being. The next deep inhale, lengthen through your spine, open your eyes, open your hands, open your hearts. So let's place our hands on our thighs, and we're going to begin with some Bastrika, that deep pranayama breath work that helps to get the fire of digestion going, the fire, our tapas, burning within that breath, prana. It's that vital energy. So let's take our right hand to our lower belly, and let's just begin by taking a deep inhale, filling the lower belly, just like we fill a glass of water. First, reaching the lower belly, all the way to the top of the lungs, and exhale long. And just blow it out like you're breathing out birthday candles. So take a couple deep breaths like this. Intentional to the lower belly, all the way to the top of the lungs. Breathe it out through the mouth. Just getting present. You can close your eyes if you like, or let your eyes be soft. Take a couple more rounds of breath like this. So after your next round, come to a normal breath. And you can keep your eyes closed as we move into Bastrika breath of fire. So we're going to take a deep inhale, filling the lower belly like we did before. And then we'll do a forceful exhale, and this time through the nose. And you're going to pull the navel in. You can gently press the belly in with your hand. And then take another deep inhale, filling the lungs like a glass of water from the bottom to the top. And then exhale forcefully as you press the hand into the belly. It's a gentle, forceful exhale. So we're going to exhale with the sound of my clap. So it's good to keep your eyes closed and follow with the sound. That way you have your awareness inside and to your breath. And the visual sometimes does not sync up with my clap, with the audio and the visual. So it's better to bring your awareness inside and listen for the clap. And you exhale on the clap. So let's go. Take a deep inhale, filling the lower belly. Exhale. Inhale. Finish with your last exhale, and then come to a normal breath. Allow your eyes to still be closed or soft, and just notice how you feel inside. Notice if you feel more calm in the mind. Beautiful. Next inhale, open the eyes, and we'll come to all fours. So keeping your awareness with your breath and connected, and we'll move with the breath as we move into some cat and cow, warming up our spine. Inhale, softening the heart towards the earth and the belly. Exhale, press hands into the earth, arch the back up like a cat, chin to the chest. Inhale, softening the belly and the heart to the earth. Exhale, rounding forward, drawing your tailbone down and in. Press hands into the earth for cat. Long inhale. Long exhale, pull the navel in, arch the back like a cat. Inhale, softening the belly to the earth. Exhaling, pulling the navel in. Do a couple more rounds in your own rhythm. Next exhale, let's push back and bring the hips to the heels. Press hands into your mat and lift the chin. Deep inhale, lifting the chin as the heels push back, engaging with your lower belly. And then exhale, keep the hands pressing into the earth as you lower forehead to the earth. Take a couple of deep breaths here, keeping your awareness with the breath as you inhale and expand in the back body, as you breathe in the back of the heart, the energetic heart. And then exhaling, softening the hips more towards the heels. Inhale, expanding in the back body. Next inhale, expand in the heart space. And exhale, come back to all fours. And we'll come up to our first downward facing dog. So let's inhale and lift the hips, bend the knees, lift the chin and gaze in between your hands. In the same way as we connected in our puppy pose, press hands into the earth, chin lifted, engage with the lower belly, stick the hips up to the sky, knees are bent. Now bring the head in between the arms and take a couple deep breaths here. Keep energy in the back body, don't let it collapse. Exhaling, hips lifting, lengthening through your spine. Beautiful. Move your head from right to left here. Let the head relax on the neck. Back and forth, beautiful. So now let's drop the right heel and then pedal our feet and then the left heel, going back and forth and moving with your breath. Stay connected with your breath. Exaggerate the movements in your hips here. Going back and forth, opening up. Backs of the legs, and the hips. Coming back to your breath. And let's take inhale and take the right foot and then the left foot to the top of your mat. And we're gonna sit back into our seats, into an Ukutasana. Hands to the hips, shoulders up and back. Sit back into your seat. Inhale, push feet into the earth and rise up. And we'll come standing in the middle of our mats. Let's take our feet wide. And we're gonna inhale and we're gonna do a couple of deep breaths as we squat and gently opening up the breath and the heart and the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, gathering the energy from the earth and rising up. Next inhale, bring hands up overhead, hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, and bring the feet together here. Inhale, arms up and take the right hand to the left. Stretch the whole left side up and over. Feel rooted in the left foot as you stretch over to the right. Gently pulling on your wrist. Now bow forward for a little twist, chin to the chest, bringing the stretch into the lower back. So from the shins, press down into the earth through your feet and rise up. And let's come to the other side. Inhale, arms up, left hand to the right wrist. Inhale, stretch, exhale over to the left. Keep the right foot rooted in the earth for this big stretch on the whole right side. And let's do a little twist, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale, rise up, and let's release the hands. So you're gonna take the right foot over to the left, extend the left arm up and grab the left wrist and stretch over to the right. And come back. Left leg crosses over the right. And bring the right hand up, left hand to the right wrist. Big stretch to the whole right side here. Beautiful. Come back. And let's come to the tops of our mats. So feet are inner hip width apart. Look down at the toes. Take your hands to the hips. Lift the toes, spread them and plant them on the earth. And feel strong, strong knees as you hug muscles above the knees, lifting kneecaps. Shins moving towards each other. Draw tailbone down, rooting towards the earth. And a gentle scooping of the tailbone. Drawing abdominal muscles in, connecting to that core energy. Shoulder blades up and back, and let the shoulder blades melt down the back. Release the hands to the earth and take a couple of deep breaths here. With strong legs, rooting into the earth, and inhaling, expanding into the heart through the fingertips. And then inhale. Rise up from the heart out through the fingertips as you extend up overhead. Clasp the hands together, and then from the heart shine out for a little gentle back bend here. Feet stay rooted. Inhale, heart, gently gaze up. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. You can take your hands to your shins. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lengthen through the spine again. You can take your hands to your shins anytime. And forward fold. And let's take our right foot back for a lunge. Gazing forward here for a breath. Plant the right hand into the earth, lift the back knee, and open up the left arm for a big, beautiful expansion from the heart out through the fingertips. And drop the back knee. Take your left hand and push it into your left thigh. Let's walk our right hand a little more over to the right and opening up, drawing shoulders back, lifting the heart, tops of the ears pulling back gently. You can gaze upwards or straight ahead, whatever feels best for your neck here. Wonderful. And now walk your elbows to the earth here for a couple of breaths. Maybe it's the hands. Maybe you have your hands on the block or elbows to the earth. So walk your hands back to center and pull the left leg back and come to a plank or come to your knees. Take a breath here. Lower down to the earth. Inhale for cobra. Tops of the shoulders pull up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here as the tops of the thighs push back. You can keep a little bend in your knees if you need to create more of that healthy curve in the lower back. Deep breath in, long exhale. Inhale the right foot forward, in between the hands and drop the back knee. Forward lunge here for a couple of breaths. Let the hips sink a little more heavy towards the earth. Root the left hand into the earth. Lift the back leg and we'll twist off to the right. And from the heart, expand out through the fingers. Reaching and expanding and greeting our day. Whatever form it comes in, let's greet it with an open heart. Take the top hand down, and you're going to take your right hand to your right thigh and push it away. You can walk your left hand out a little bit to the left, and then open up as you press the right hand into the right thigh. Lengthen through the torso to the crown of the head, off to the left, gently pulling the ears back. Now you can stay here with your hands or come to your elbows here for a couple of breaths. Deep inhale into the back body, exhaling, softening. Inhale, expanding in back body, exhale, softening forward. Press hands into the earth. And let's bring the right leg back, meet in plank or on your knees. Lower down to the earth. Interlace hands behind the back. Press them on the sacrum. Draw shoulder blades up and back. Extend the arms straight if you can. Lift the legs for a Shavasana modification. From the pelvis, energy moves out through the legs and the toes and up through the heart and out through the crown of the head. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, release, push back to a puppy posture. Press hands into the earth, lift the chin, pull hips back, engage with your lower belly here. Take a breath here. Exhale, push forward as you bring forehead to the earth. Take a couple of breaths. Walk the hands back by your shoulders, and we'll inhale, extend the right arm up and loop it underneath, thread it underneath the left for a shoulder opening here. And then your left hand, you can walk it out. And if you want to lift the left leg and straighten the left leg, you can move a little deeper into the twist. My left hand is pressing into the earth here to support and also open up. Bend the left knee, come back, all fours. Let's take the left hand, reach it out, and thread it under the right arm. Extend the right hand out, walk it out. Press the right hand into the earth to move a little deeper into the twist. Your head rests on the earth here. So you can stay here or straighten the right leg to move a little deeper into the twist as you roll a little more on the left shoulder. Walk the right hand out, maybe a little more. And release the knee. Hands back, all fours, and then we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and extend the right leg out, dropping the left heel towards the earth. Try to keep both shoulders as level as possible, pressing on the earth. And then drop the right foot and extend the left leg out. Trying to root the right heel into the earth. Left leg extends out. We're not reaching it to the sky. Just extend it straight out. From the pelvis, the energy moves down the right leg into the heel into the earth. And drop the left leg to the earth. Inhale the right foot forward, in between the hands, drop the back heel here. We'll come up to a warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Feel the energy in the back leg. So let's root into the back body. Remember, the back body is so important. That's what roots us and supports us. If you find yourself falling forward, we're off balance or coming like this forward. So you want to reach into the back body, into that energy that roots and grounds you into this back leg. Press it into the earth from the pelvis out through the back leg and then out through the front leg as you ground. So once you find your balance and the front foot intercepts the back foot, open up palms to the sky, rolling shoulder blades onto the back, opening up the heart. You're going to drop the back hand towards the back leg, straightening the front leg, and reaching up through the right fingertips towards the sky for an inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee back to warrior two. We're going to keep the palms up to the sky here to encourage the heart to stay open. And then straighten the front leg again. We're going to take a couple breaths like this. Fingertips up to the sky with an inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reverse warrior. And one last time. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And top arm up and back. And now we're going to reach, reach, reach. And we're going to take the right hand towards the earth. Bend the front knee for a side angle posture. Extend the top arm up and over, stretching from the back foot out through the top fingertips. Breathe. Press the front leg into the earth and rise up. Now we're going to pivot the right foot in, the left foot out. And we'll do the opposite side, warrior two. So bend the front knee. Keep the energy in the back leg as the back leg pushes into the earth. Palms up to the sky. Heart is open. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Back arm comes down. Come to reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, reverse warrior. And we'll come to warrior two. Now rotate palms to the earth. And you can take the elbow to the knee, right hand to the hip, and then you can keep it here or take the hand to the earth for Parvo-Konasana on the opposite side, side angle posture. So your leg and your arm connect to each other if your hand is on the earth. And that top arm is active. Try to straighten the top arm as much as possible. Squeezing the top arm towards your right cheek. Beautiful. And inhale, press feet into the earth and rise up. Let's come to the top of our mat. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, length through the spine. Exhale, take the right leg back and the left leg back to plank or to your knees. Lower down to the earth. We're going to bend the knees and press the hands into the earth. Lengthen through the torso, creating some length like you would in a cobra posture. And the right hand is going to reach back for the right foot, left hand for the left foot. Now, if you can't do both feet, then you can reach back as such, or even use a strap to loop around your feet. So we're first going to press the feet into the hands, actively drawing shoulders up and back, and then gently lifting the heels towards the sky. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. And let's push back to a puppy posture. Forehead to the earth. Now let the hips come all the way to the heels. For child pose for 2 breaths, deep inhale, long exhale. So remember, at any time, you are welcome to come to a child pose if you need to take a couple of breaths. And remembering your inner city, your destination intention. Breathe that into your whole being. And when you find your mind wavering, bring it back. Bring it back to your intention. Bring it back to your destination like Lalleshwari spoke about. Inhale, come to all fours. And extend the right arm out and left leg out. Lengthen from the heart out to the fingertips. Then bring right elbow and left knee together. Hugging together for core strength and extend out. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, elbow to knee, and extend out. Inhale, elbow to knee, and extend out. Hands to the earth, and let's do the opposite. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, come in, extend out. Inhale in, extend out. Reach from the heart out and from the pelvis to the toes. And let's come back. So we're going to come onto our right hand, a little in front of the shoulder, our knee under the hip, and extend the left leg out for a modified plank posture here. Left shoulder rolls up and back. Couple of options. You can stay here or straighten the bottom leg and come to a full side plank if you would like to try that. And extend the top arm up once you find your stability in balance. So bring your awareness to your belly. Draw the tailbone down, tuck it in, down and scoop the tailbone. Pull the belly in, lower belly all the way through the heart. Feel more connection and strength there. Beautiful, beautiful, everyone. If you can, lift the top leg, get back behind you as we move into a wild thing. Come back. Gorgeous. Come back to plank, down to the knees, down to the earth. Take a breath here. Push back to a puppy pose. Hands press into the earth. Lift the chin, engaging with that, waking up the core, the lower belly, the pelvic floor. Take forehead to the earth. Inhale, we'll come to all fours. Drop the left knee. Walk your left hand a little in front of the left shoulder and the opposite side. So you're going to see my back body this time. I find it's also really good to see the back body in postures also. So I'm not turning my back on you. So right foot presses into the earth. Keep this back leg active. Top shoulder up and back on the hip. So this might be it where you're at. If you can, take the bottom leg to meet the right leg, you can do that. You can even stack it in front or stack them on top of each other. Now draw, scoop the tailbone down and in. Create integrity in your core. Pull the lower abdominal muscles in and up. Now claw and press the bottom hand into the earth. Extend the top arm up. Beautiful. Lift the top leg. Bring it behind for a wild thing. From the heart out. Come back. We will meet in a downward facing dog. So wherever you are, let that be perfect for you today. So let's walk our feet to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, hands to the hips. We'll come into an Ukutasana, chair posture. Shoulder blades up on the back. Sit back into your seat. Inhale, rise up. And we'll come standing in Tadasana. Feet inner hip width apart. And we'll do a couple of balancing postures. So look down at the feet, lift the toes, spread them. Imagine there's 4 wheels at the 4 corners of your feet. So if you spread the toes, now kind of rock back and forth between toe to heel, like a pendulum, and then find that still point where your body hugs to this core center line. Just imagine you're aligning and now you're hugging the shins towards each other, towards this, hugging towards the midline, to this core strength within you. Dropping tailbone down and scooping it in, pulling abdominal muscles in and lifting to the heart. Shoulders up and back, looping the shoulder blades onto the back, hands to the side. Bringing awareness back to the feet. It starts at the foundation. So hugging the shins in, active energy in the legs and feet. Drawing tailbone in and lengthening and lifting up through the heart, through the crown of the head. So just connect with your core strength and energy for a couple of breaths. Your balance. Steady as a mountain, firm and connected to the earth in Tadasana. Hands are open, heart is open. Receiving and giving. Connecting to that flow within you. When you align with the midline, align with your flow, you're aligning with this flow of grace within you. We're giving and receiving from the heart. Breath comes in and out. The breath gives and it receives. So let's take our hands to the hips, trying to maintain this connection with our inner flow of grace. Left foot roots into the earth, and we're going to lift the right leg up for tree posture. So you either can have it on the lower shin or maybe bring it in as you press the foot firmly into the leg and the leg into the foot. Keep the left hip coming in. Open up the arms and let's bring them to the to the sides of our ears, the hands to the sides of your ears, and then extend the fingertips straight up to the sky. Hugging everything to the midline. Now bring the hands into the heart. So you can stay here, or maybe try bending the left knee a little bit. For Vimala Asana. And come up, just a little test of our balance. Right foot to the earth. Hands in front of the heart. And if you come out, come back in. We fall down, we come back in. That's all. That is the yoga, maintaining that self-will and strength that Lalleshwari talks about, to enter that city. I think of it as that inner kingdom of bliss, of freedom, strength, peace that lives within all of us. So now let's take your hands to the hips and root the right foot into the earth. Strong tree leg as you bring the left leg up. And place it wherever you like on the leg, except on the knee. And the leg and the foot press into each other. Hug to your midline. Now take the hands to the side of the head and extend them up overhead. Reaching up to the sky. Bring hands to the heart. Maybe you bend the bottom leg, maybe you don't. Just testing a little more our balance, creating more strength. Inhale, rise up. Left foot to the earth. Beautiful, ladies. Come back to your breath. Close your eyes for a moment, or let your eyes be soft as you gaze forward softly, breathing your intention in and out. Nothing like balancing postures to connect to the stillness within us. So let's open up hands, open up feet. Feet are facing straight ahead. Inhale, press feet into the earth and lengthen forward, hinging from our hips. Bring the hands to the earth and inhale, lengthen through your spine. If you can't reach the earth, you can have your hands placed on a block or book. Root the left hand into the earth and let's twist over to the right. Extend fingertips to the sky. Keep legs actively pressing into the earth, trying to keep your pelvis as level as possible. Strong knees as your feet press into the earth. Right hand into the earth on the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Strong knees as feet press into the earth. Bring your hands back. So walk your right hand to the right and then the left hand extend it over to the right. For a big stretch over to the right. And again, strong feet. From the knees, you push out through the feet into the earth. Inhale, lengthening through the torso. Exhaling, maybe softening over to the right a little. Breathe. Walk the hands back to center. Now take the left hand over to the left and the right hand's going to cross over to the left for a big opening on the whole right side of the body. Feet press into the earth. Inhale, lengthen through your torso. Exhale, maybe you can soften forward a little more to the left here. Take another deep inhale and long exhale. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, lengthen through your spine as you press hands into the earth. And exhale, round forward. Maybe top of the head comes to the earth, or just the hands, or maybe you come to a block. Let's take a couple of breaths here in our forward fold. Feet and heels press into the mat as if they pull away from each other. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, and now walk your hands to the top of your mat, pivoting your front foot forward.
Bring the right foot back. Meet in plank, or you can meet with knees on the earth. Lower down. Walk the hands back by the ribs and we'll come into an upward facing dog. Shoulder blades roll up and back. Tops of the feet press into the earth. From the heart out through the crown of the head. Roll over onto the toes for downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Bend the knee for boy dog. Top of the knee reaching to the sky. Inhale and bring the right knee forward in between the hands for a pigeon prep. Left hand reaches behind. Let's do an inner spiral with this back leg. Lift the inside of the thigh and bringing the back of the thigh up more towards the sky as you bring this left hip forward. So you're leveling your hips a little more forward with the top of your mat here. So squeeze the knees in isometrically towards each other like a pair of scissors, pressing them into the earth. Inhale, walk your hands back. And let's do it again. Inhale, draw knees towards each other. Interlace hands behind the back if possible, drawing shoulder blades onto the back, lifting through the heart as you draw the knees towards each other. Lifting, strengthening our pelvic floor. Now we'll lower to the earth. Bring your hands inside, softening your forehead to the earth, or maybe you're on your elbows or your hands, or maybe you want to block here to place your hands on, or elbows. So take a couple breaths here. Let's rock back and forth a little on the hips. With the next inhale, drawing knees towards each other again isometrically, breathing and filling the back body. Exhaling, blow it out through the mouth and sink a little deeper into the hips. Do that a couple times on your own. Inhaling, drawing knees towards each other, expanding in the back body, breathing behind the heart. Exhaling, softening even more to the earth. Let it go, blow it out through the mouth. We hold a lot in this area of our body, of the sacrum and hips and pelvis area. So work with the breath. Inhale, connecting. Exhale, softening and letting go. Deeper into the posture. So the next inhale, press hands or elbows into the earth. Lengthen through your torso, and you're going to walk your hands over to the left. So we're going to root our hands into the earth like we do in a downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, claw it. Inhale, lift up the shoulders towards the ears. Lift the chin. So try to engage here as you press hands into the floor, engaging in your hips, in the lower belly, as you root the hips into the earth, as you press the hands into the earth. So rooting hips into the earth. Take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Let's walk the hands back. Walk the hands back by the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. I'm going to bend the back leg. Couple options here. This is where you could use a scarf to hook around your foot, or you could take your hand to the top of your foot with the thumb pointing up to the sky. So you roll this left shoulder up and back so that the hand can grab the inside of the foot. And the foot pushes away, opening up in the shoulder here. Inhaling. Now exhaling, keeping the tension of foot pressing into the hand, and then draw the heel towards your buttocks. So you can stay here. Maybe we're going to go into a couple options of mermaid possibilities. So bring the crook of the elbow into the foot if you can. You can come to this mermaid possibility, or gaze forward and inhale, extend the top arm up and bring it behind your head and hook the fingers for mermaid. The knees actively press into the earth to maintain stability and come down. Beautiful, beautiful there, Ellen. And then we'll bring our right leg back and meet in a downward facing dog or puppy posture, whatever is best for you right now. Stretching the tops of the thighs back. Press hands into the earth actively. Heels are starting to ground more towards the earth. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up. Stretch it back, bend the knee for boy dog here. Take a couple breaths here, the bottom heel, grounding into the earth. Inhale the left knee forward, in between the hands. We'll do the opposite side with pigeon. Take the right hand, reach the inside of the right thigh, and lift it up towards the sky for that inner spiral. Right hip comes more towards the front of the mat, leveling more our pelvis here. So keep the back toes curled under. That helps to keep the back leg active. Walk the hands back. Press knees in towards the midline here, strengthening our pelvic floor, strengthening this Muladhara Bandha. Inhaling, hugging them towards the midline again. And then once more, inhale, draw knees towards each other. Maybe you can clasp the hands behind your back, lifting the heart, maybe gently gazing upwards. And now we'll lower down to the earth here. So either elbows or hands. And again, this is where you can use a block if you want to take your hands to the block here. And we'll do a couple of rounds of taking a deep inhale, hugging knees towards each other. Exhale, softening deeper into the posture. You could blow it out like candles. Inhale, drawing knees towards each other like scissors. Exhale, blow it out like candles. Softening more, letting go. And do that one more time, or as many times as you like. And then come to a normal breath. Softening, surrendering to this beautiful posture. And allow it to work on you. Softening forward, softening in the hips, softening in the spine, in the back body. With the next exhale, softening in the shoulders towards the earth a little more. Take a couple more breaths here. Next inhale, lift up, and we're going to take our hands over to the right side with our downward facing dog hands, spread fingers, press them into the earth. With an inhale, lift the chin gently, and then root this. We're rooting this left sit bone towards the earth here, rooting the tailbone towards the earth, creating a little deeper opening in this whole left side. Take a couple breaths like this. Walk the hands back to center. Now hug your knees a little more towards each other, lifting here in our pelvic floor, in the lower abdomen, bend the back leg. So you can either have a scarf here or clasp your foot. If you have a scarf or strap, it would look like this, where you would place it around the ankle and grab the strap like this. And you could even go like this. So yogi's choice. Thumb up as you grab the inside of the foot. If you're grabbing it with your hand, press the foot away from you as the right shoulder moves away. Inhale, press foot away. Exhaling, drawing the heel towards you. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, draw it towards you, and you can keep it here. And then maybe you take the foot into the crook of the elbow, clasp your hands in front for one mermaid modification. Or inhale, extend top arm up and over, clasp hands behind you. Press the back of the head into the arm for a full mermaid. Breathe. Lift the heart and expand out. And release. We'll meet either in a downward facing dog or a puppy posture, whatever works best for your body today. Inhaling, pressing hands into the earth, lengthening through your spine, heels grounding towards the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, let's walk our hands towards the top of the mat. Walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, bow. Exhale, lengthening through your spine. Inhale, bow, and rise up to the top of the mat, hands in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. Let's meet here in a Tadasana. Feet press into the earth, thighs hug to the midline. Shins hug to the midline. Active thighs. Draw tailbone down and in. And from the pelvis, lift up through the heart to the crown of the head. Connecting to your strength and your integrity. Navigating through our intention towards the city that our heart desires to land, to arrive to. Remembering, what is that inner city of yours? Peacefulness of the self. Being connected to grace. Whatever it is, remember that. Remembrance of yourself. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, left foot back. And we'll come into a Parvokonasana, left shoulder up and back. And we're gonna straighten the front leg into a Trikonasana. Press feet into the earth. So maybe your right hand has to come onto the shin, or maybe it could stay on the earth here, or maybe you want a hand on the block. Remember, legs are straight. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left shoulder reaches up and back. Beautiful. So we're gonna come into an Ardha Chandrasana, and that's the half moon posture where we're balancing on our right foot. You might want to have your block for this. Some of you might want to do it in front of the wall. Bring your back foot in, walk your right hand forward. You can place it either on the floor or on a block here, the front hand. Lift the back leg. Gaze one pointed in front of you, find your balance. Once you find your balance, you can extend the top arm up if you like, opening up the heart, maybe gazing forward. Bottom leg is stable. Try to lift the top shoulder up to stack over the bottom shoulder if possible. The back leg is flexed and active. Beautiful. Let's come down to a warrior two as gracefully as possible. Windmill the arms up for a warrior two. Beautiful. Hands down. Bring the right foot back to a plank or to your knees, lower down to the earth. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And bring the left foot in between the hands. Back foot comes to the earth for side angle Parvokonasana on the opposite side. Back foot presses into the earth as you extend to the top fingers. Now top hand to your top hip. Press the front foot into the earth like you're pressing on a gas pedal and straighten the front leg here. And move into your Trikonasana. Maybe your hand is on a block here, and extend the top fingers to the sky. From the heart, shine out in every direction. Top hand to the top hip. We'll come into our Ardha Chandrasana. Hop the back foot in, left hand forward. Maybe you bring your block with you and lift the back leg. Find the stability of the bottom leg. Hug the muscles to the bone. As you press the foot into the earth. Once you find your stability, you can extend the top arm up. Maybe gaze forward. The top leg is flexed and active. Bring the leg down. We'll meet into warrior two as gracefully as possible. That's the practice, is hugging to the midline, hugging to our stillness, even in the face of movement, doing the best we can. That's what it's about. That's the path of yoga. And let's windmill the arms down. Bring the back leg back. We'll meet in a child pose. Forehead to the earth. Bring the hands to the back heels and let it all go into the mat. Take a couple breaths here. Deep inhale, long exhale. Blow it out. Beautiful work. As you feel your body sometimes maybe shaking in a posture or coming in and out, it's good to have that focus and will to come back to your center and do the best you can. Maybe it's going into the posture again, or maybe it's taking a child pose for yourself. Sticking to the path isn't always about coming into that posture. It's not so much about what the outside looks like, but it's about coming back to that inner connection, that inner stillness. So if you are thrown by a posture, or you fall out of it, where does your mind go? So that's when we talk about tethering the mind to our inner stillness, to that inner space of our heart that has acceptance and total compassion for where we're at. And you can tether the mind to that stillness with the breath. You can tether it with a mantra. I like to use Soham. You can tether it with your intention. Like Lali talks about the will to arrive at your destination, to arrive at the city of your destination. So to use your will to come back to the stillness, that's the yoga, to yoke, to union, connect mind, body, and heart. Remembering to do this is the most active way to practice. Remembering during your day, if you're standing in line or in traffic, to remember to come back to the stillness of your heart. So no matter where you're at, you can have that experience of that divine within you. So let's rise up, press the hands into the earth, and we'll come on to our backs. Draw knees in. You can make them wide or bring them together, whatever feels best for you. If it feels good to rock back and forth for a little bit of back massage. So extend the left leg out and hug the right knee into the chest. And we're going to use our left hand to bring the right knee over for a twist. Now press elbows into the earth and lift the chest up to get both shoulders on the earth. Extend the right arm out, pull the belly in. Inhale and exhale, softening into the twist here.
Deep inhale, long exhale. Releasing even deeper into the twist. Bring that leg back. Extend the right leg up to the sky. Interlace hands behind the thigh and stretch the heel up to the sky. Release the right leg. Bring the left knee in, hug it to the chest. And we're going to use our right hand to bring the left knee over, crossing over the body. Press elbows into the earth, lift the chest, extend left arm out, gaze over to the left. Inhaling, exhaling, drawing the navel in, moving a little deeper into the twist. Deep inhale, exhale, softening even deeper. Inhale, let's come back to center. Extend the left leg up to the sky, clasp hands behind the leg, flex the toes towards you. As you press the thigh into the hands and release the left leg to the earth, then we'll come into our Shavasana. I like to lift my hips up and kind of rock back and forth a little bit. If you want a blanket, this is the time to place it over you. Lift shoulders and roll them up and back. Let them settle into the earth, palms up towards the heavens. Receiving. Hands are open for receiving. The chest is open and the heart is open. Bringing our awareness to the breath and draw the breath down deep, all the way to the feet. Inhale and exhaling, feeling the feet and legs relax. Inhale, draw the breath into the pelvis, that sacred bowl, filling the sacred bowl of the pelvis up all the way to the shoulders, filling the heart. Golden light. Exhale. Blow it out like you're blowing out smoke, releasing whatever you're holding on to. Consciously or subconsciously, blow it out. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, filling the golden, our sacrum and our pelvis, that sacred bowl, filling it with golden light to the top of the lungs, filling the heart space, and exhaling, blowing it out like you're blowing out smoke, whatever you have, whatever's in there, just blow it out. Next inhale, draw the breath to the hands, filling the hands with golden energy, all the way up to the arms and shoulders, to the throat. Exhaling, blowing out like smoke, whatever is there. You don't need to know what's there, just blow it out. Inhaling the throat area, from the heart, from the throat, all the way up to the crown of the head with golden light. Exhaling, blowing it out like smoke. Next inhale, from the heart space, expand out into every part of you with golden healing light. Exhaling, letting go heavy into the earth. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Next, inhale, bend the knees. Stretch hands overhead. Maybe interlace your fingers and stretch the palms up to the sky. Deep inhale and exhaling, releasing, rolling over to the right side. We'll push up to a seated posture.
for just a couple of minutes of stillness. Find a comfortable seated posture. You can pick up the buttocks and pull it back, bringing your sit bones back and apart. Press hands into the thighs, rooting into the earth. As you inhale, root, and exhale, lengthen up to the crown of the head. Press hands, release hands and place them either on the thighs in chin mudra or hands in your lap, bringing awareness to your breath. The next inhale, drawing deeper inside to that space, the energetic heart filling the back body. Exhaling, softening shoulders, softening deeper inside. Next inhale, drawing even deeper inside to that golden space of the heart. Exhaling, even releasing and softening the edges of the heart. Inhaling, drawing deeper. Exhaling, softening, and letting go into that magical space within you. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Next, inhale, flooding your whole being with the golden light of love. Exhale, lift, open your hands and your heart. Next, inhale, hands in front of your heart, and we'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I am peace, peace, peace. Let there be peace, peace, peace. Deep inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From the peace within my heart to the peace within yours, namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day filled with golden light and love and peace. And I'll see you next time on the mat.